Big up to the masses right there. And then, guys, round of applause goes out to each and every one of you guys who tuned in to yet another Mystelics Reacts channel, guys, where I give my reaction on different videos, including this one right there. And, of course, including this very iron thing that you see on top of my head in the sugar. Anyways, guys, let's get into it right there. Before we get into that, guys, give this video a thumbs up right now, guys. And, of course, we will definitely get that vibration. So spread out more all of the masses right there on YouTube. Like, but this is what we're seeing right there, guys. Let me see if I can read that like the person saying, bitch! Look, Carbon, tell Dominicans you need his permission to walk I don't know if I said it, but or is so things going now, boy. All you talking about Will and Chris, and all you cannot walk, but you see crosses there, boy. So apparently, Mr. Carbon, or this individual right there, whoever this guy is, Chief of Police Daniel Carbon, stated that apparently individuals might need his permission, or they need to write him a letter or something like that, indicating that he needs to get his permission or something like that to walk the streets, which is absolutely bollocks according to the English. This is bollocks to the fullest right there. This individual right there stated from charges of incitement to treason to the incrimination use of expired gas on the citizens of Dominica right there, guys. The writings have been on the wall that Dominica is in fact and indeed a police state. No, it's not. Don't make nobody fool you and let you make people believe that is some. No, it's not. Even though the police them have their dirty ways, some of them, well, all of them, because you know, not. I wouldn't say all of them are dirty ways, but because they're not doing nothing about the police are dirty ways, I have to include them in, man. Yes, guys, Peter have to pay for Paul, but for all you, right there, man. But big up to the Mystelics fam, you are police officers. But all you need to speak up, man. They're doing this kind of craziness there. All you need to stop this marching from happening. Expressions of dissent or dissatisfaction with the actions of policies of the government can hardly be done by mouth, as you risk being charged with incitement or even treason. I was thinking of something else right there. I can't remember what its name is. ROSEAU's regime has managed to quell any form or even any idea of physical demonstration or protest right there, or in this case, walk. According to this, you will not walk in Dominica without my permission. Right there, this individual saying, despite a warning from the police against the hosting of an organized peaceful walk in the city of ROSEAU, Dominica, scheduled for tomorrow, which is today, March 30th, organizer Afi Mate says they will not be deterred by the dirty ways of these so-called individuals right there. Now, guys, on my basis of the whole police situation, I think when it comes down to this situation, when people are holding like a public thing, I think they need to inform the police. The police can't tell them, no, they cannot do this. That's what I think, my personal understanding of the law. They need to inform the police so that the police can prepare areas so that they can, you know, properly guide traffic and this kind of things. This is what I think. This is what the police is supposed to serve the people, not the people serving the police. Stop all your dirty ways, man. Stop all your dirty, smelly, nasty, poo-poo ways, man. Anyways, guys, let's listen to what Afi had to say in this regard right there.
And it's unfortunate, the reaction of our police force through the commissioner, because he's on very shaky ground.
Yep. He has to bow down to the people that are leadership of the country, which is very interesting. Everything goes going the opposite. The people who are supposed to be the servants of the public are now making the public the servants to them. That's foolish. But anyways,
Public Order Act cannot and does not prevent people from walking.
And walking they was
You
doing.
only need permission or authority from them if you're organizing a procession, if you're organizing a protest, or some other activity like that.
You still do not need a permission. You need to tell them so that they can be able to divert traffic and this kind of things. And this is what I think the police is involved with. You don't need a permission to do nothing. There are certain guides and activities, yes, you need the permission to do certain things. I think there's a Noise Abatement Act where if you want to go a little further, you need a permission and whatnot. They'll grant it or to grant it on, so forth. You know what I mean? But basis of this thing right there, you don't need permission from no police to go and walk with your people. No, sir, you don't need none of that. You tell the police, okay, we're going to have this, and we might be in this area, we might walk in this area or whatnot, we might have a protest or something like this. We need you to organize the traffic so they can be diverted. That is all the police have to do. From my understanding, if I'm wrong, guys, let me know if I'm wrong. But from my understanding, this is what I understand it to be. It's not the opposite where you have to go and ask permission from police. Nonsense! Irrevocable foolishness right there. Anyways, guys, this is a protest, not a protest. What do you call it? To get the walk that was taking place. This is the gathering of the individuals right there.
Special good morning to everyone who may be joining the live.
By the way, guys, I'll put the link of the full thing below in the description below because this thing was very long. I'm not going to go crazy on the very long thing.
At this moment, we are here live in the capital city of ROSEAU, where we see a number of citizens. They've gathered to walk today for peace, prosperity, and for justice. So they have already gathered. This walk organized by Mr. Aki Martin.
Handbag.
Being held, as we're hearing today is the start, and it will be held every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to noon.
So every Wednesday, 10 a.m. to noon. So if you're at work, go leave work, go and walk and stuff because that's part of it. You understand?
One individual, of course, we have
handbag
for us today. Handbag, you have taken the decision to show. Can you tell us the reason why you decided to come out today?
Well, I come out today because our passports are in jeopardy.
That's what that's
this country, and we don't know who we sold our passport to, and trying to get a different passport right now because few of what
I think it's the biometric he's talking about.
We did so many wrongs.
Yep.
Our government, our cabinet, 18 ministers did so many wrongs to this country. And
yep, because just like I said for the police right there, guys. If they know police know what the police doing wrong and they don't say nothing, they letting them do what they're doing, they're equally responsible, man. Just like the other 18 ministers. It seems like it's one or two of them that thing, but the others quiet. They quiet and pretending like they're doing work in the place. Minister of Agriculture, Tourism, they playing like they're doing things. They're not doing nothing. They're trying to piggyback of what other companies overseas like American Airlines is doing and making it seem like it's they that initiated this. Stop your dirty ways. I remember American Airlines were talking about they want to do additional flights. They're seeking to do that later on. So and they said that in Miami. I listened to the press conference in Miami, They are the ones initiating for them to bring their fleets, the American but the planes, what do they call these planes again? The planes are circulating in the Caribbean. They want to use them around the Caribbean, so American Airlines as American Eagle, yes, American Eagle, American Airlines, yeah, Eagles, they are combined. Is it Eagle though? One of them, man. Forget it, I think it's American Eagle, but they want to utilize these planes for them to do more flights around the place. I'll holler at you in a minute, man. Why every time? Anyways, this guys. So it's not them that do nothing now. It's American Airlines, the company, them that doing things, and they want to piggyback as if they are the ones pushing this initiative. But they also said that they want to be they're going to be doing more daily flights. Want to do more daily flights, and of course they're going to be doing that in April. So
right now they're trying to take out the passport in 2 days. We are going to stand up in solidarity in that country, to stand up for us to see that country go forward, because we're not taking the
yeah, boy, Dominica going backward.
Dominica don't have nothing selling, no factories, nothing to produce, nothing in this country. Right now, the OECS is talking about a famine, to give government certain amount of fees for famine, and he mash up the famine.
They call it
all different things in this
self.
country. So we are
Deshi way. The government deshi way agriculture. From the amount of money we used to be making back then to now, they beat it. They give it a slap like what is his name? Will Smith, man. The agricultural sector is like Chris Rock. And Will Smith is the government. And they bless it.
are going to stand in solidarity. No matter what, the crowd is not so big right now, but in time to come, the crowd will develop and will help to build that Dominica. If all of us will left and go, we'll have a country. We'll live it for the Chinese.
We'll live it for the Chinese, right? Because Dominicans planning to go. Ask anybody, guys, what are your thoughts? Even if one person I know that say he want to stay and become prime minister of Dominica, no has in his mind that he wants to leave. He wants to leave Dominica. So I presented a school for him in the future when he graduates from high school and stuff, so he can actually go there. You know, it's I think they're offering free scholarships or something like that in the future for children that pass in what they call that, Dominica State College. They might give some scholarships depending on how well you do, and so forth. They actually had some conference in the school or something dealing with these things there, so I sent it them right there. So yeah, anyways, listen to another one.
Today, in solidarity of the war.
I am here. This has happened at a time when I happened to
She
be
from
in
overseas?
Dominica,
Ah,
on vacation,
okay.
and I embrace the opportunity for me to make the world know that enough is enough in this country of ours.
Yep.
My children are grown, they are not here, but I have grandchildren. And I want for my grandchildren to be able to speak proudly about their country,
and freely.
Dominica.
True that. Anyways, guys, let's continue.
Can you just educate the Dominican public, those who are viewing, the purpose for today's walk?
What's the purpose?
The purpose of today is to assemble ourselves physically, not just verbally, around a simple agenda. An agenda for peace in Dominica, because Dominica is very divided now, politically, socially, economically.
Yep.
People are much poorer, and there are a few very, very wealthy people.
People begging, literally. Back in the day, I didn't know people begging now. You used to see 1-2 people on the street, you know, begging. But right now, guys, look at the streets. All sorts of new people emerging, man. New beggars on the streets, and not just the people out in the street that begging now. People in their house begging government for money to help pay for their light bill. Wait. But economy doing good coming. Economy doing good. All you know, you can go and beg. I made a statement, the begging privilege, man. Not just beggars on the streets, you know, begging people for money. You have those people that actually have house and thing, and because the economy not doing well, they have the begging privilege, man. The privilege to go and beg in the institutes for them to get a little money here and there. But people don't understand, if you teach a man to fish, you will save him for a lifetime. If you constantly giving man fish, that's why one of the reasons why I believe that they want to create factories and this kind of things in Dominica, because people will be dependent on themselves. They'll be dependent on themselves. They'll make their own monies and this kind of things. Why do you think they mash up Picard? They dash away Picard. They make Ross go. They make Ross go. Ross didn't want to go. I know. Ross didn't want to. Even right now, if Ross had the initiative to come back, they will come back. I know. But they deck Ali and they don't want to be dealing with this kind of horrible government officials. I wouldn't say much on that.
So, we want peace to allow that kind of abuse to be addressed. We also want justice.
True justice.
Put right. You cannot have a situation where there are reported billions, but people cannot make their light bill.
Yep. I just say something like that.
They cannot make their food. They don't
can
know
beg.
how to take care of the health of their children.
And that's what people like. That's what all you like. Or you keep voting over and over just for you to get a few dollars every 5 years. Or every once in a while you go in and beg because the economy not doing well. So you go in constant. People like to beg. What?
So, there's no justice there. Right?
We're talking about justice in the courts as well. In the in the court system. There are people that are not supposed to be there. There's a judge that overstay are welcome. For 3 or 4 years now.
This is peace. It's justice. And we say prosperity because that's what we should be united around. How do we all get wealthy?
Well, I don't think we can all get wealthy because it's a mindset. Wealth is not a financial thing, it's a mindset. You must have a mindset to be wealthy. You can't just say, boy, you know what, boy, let me go and get some money. And then, just like my friend was talking yesterday, I was trying to help him in understanding budgeting and this kind of things here. And we were talking about, he said, how do millionaires get broke, boy? How do millionaires get broke? And I was explaining to him how it can happen and this kind of things. Because it's not just about having money. You have to know how to spend the money. You have to know how to utilize the money. People just have money as, some people have money as liabilities itself, you know. Where they just constantly spending, but they don't realize it depleting from their hands. Depleting. Just like you have $10 in your hand, you budget on it $10, you get $100, you feel like, hey, I have the world now. You can spend $100 or decide to go and do higher purchase. Take thing for $1,000 and $100 you have. And then at the end of the day, you end up losing the stuff you purchase. And you lose the money you spend on it. But anyways, I digress.
How do we all get better lives? That is the agenda that we want to show. And that means we are here to say to Dominicans, look, it's about Dominica, which is us. It's about peace, it's about justice, it's about prosperity. And that means utilizing all your freedoms and
all the resources too.
to organize, if you will, a deluge, a flood. You want an avalanche. You want a tidal wave of movement of the people that will address those issues.
And it's not just even that, it's also about electoral reform as well. The government promised electoral reform how much times ago, you know? Even civic unions and all those kind of people, they come together. They come together, you know, have meeting, all kind of thing, up to now. Up to now. Boy. Hey. Anyways, guys. And keep in mind, guys, this is not just about these individuals right there. This is about Dominica in its entirety. In doing well and much better, making an economic striving so other individuals can elevate instead of people have to constantly be begging the government. Well, but then again, they're begging privilege, so let's continue.
And we're seeing something I hear nobody talking about, which is the destruction of Dominica by Gadakan, by Redo.
And they're destroying the natural resources too, you know. They're destroying the natural resources too. All I doing is one people, you know. All I doing is one people. Once I want you, my job is done. All you don't want to do nothing. All you waiting for other people to do it for you. Fine. Wait still.
Other government selected contractors who are breaking up Dominica.
Yep.
That hurts me. Personally, that hurts me. They are destroying the treasures that the Creator gave us.
And as the nature of the Caribbean, that muddy media, the nature of the Caribbean, that people want to pride themselves on and want to market themselves on as a tourism product. The rest of the world have nature too, you know, but we market ourselves as a nature of the Caribbean. And we destroying the nature that we have as if other countries don't have nature too. They wouldn't just go elsewhere. Look, send kits increased by 200 and something % from 2021 already. 200 and something %. Boy, the tourism sector. That means they know what they're doing. They have a good leadership.
And that will not be allowed to continue. But it takes warriors to engage in dealing with something like that. That's one abuse. Then we've watched the public and open and callous abuse of our Constitution.
But of course.
Our laws, our procedures and processes in place.
That's what I need that for, you know, guys. That's why I need that for you.
Long time for good governance. Something simple. If there is a public contract, it must be offered to the public.
Obviously.
But you cannot have people quietly selecting who gets the contract. It is a violation of the law.
Yep.
But it's also a violation of the dignity of the rest of us. Because the people who are making those decisions were put there to protect and preserve the law, the procedures, the processes, the Constitution, the environment. That's
the popo job. And they're not doing it.
Their remit. That is their job. They are not doing their job. That's bad enough.
So we want.
But here is what is worse. Here is what is worse. You have family, as I do, that supports that. Or that sees it happening, knows it is wrong, and say nothing.
Nothing about it.
So that's another kind of abuse.
Well, let them continue, man. Let them continue. Anyways, guys, they went on a walk. I think Danny Luge was playing some guitar and stuff there. Yes, look it. That sounds like a funeral procession. That That's why I tell people they mustn't fear. They mustn't fear. Anyways, guys, as you can see, they continue walking along the place. Look, Popo bar. Okay, Popo bar. Okay, Popo.
We're hearing from the organizer. They intend on assembling in front of Jackson Supermarket. And like I said, we're seeing from the police that the street leading up to the financial center, that street is being completely blocked off. So we're just going to proceed on, just giving you an idea of what it's looking like. We see the protest, well, the citizens, I'm sorry, they are already gathered.
Yeah, boy. They look like there are about 250 people there. A good turnout. Eh?
Fine, we see that you are here today, lending your support. What is the reason you decided to walk today?
First, I'm walking for today. I'm walking to save our country. We are going through so much in that country. Unfortunately, stand aside and look.
I agree for the walking and everything. You show yourself and so forth in the midst of the destruction that is taking place in Dominica. But a lot of people need to also go out there and change. It's not just during election times. People need to come together. They should have like 50,000. Well, you see Dominica have all that people. But about at least half, 25,000, man. At least 25,000 people supposed to be there to make a mark. But people don't want it, so... Let's hear what Uncle says.
Just want people to know, we don't care on behalf of Mr. Linton, or Mr. Bosso, or Mr. Afi. We care on behalf of Dominica.
But that's how it should be.
Forward, my people, forward!
People always playing partition politics. I don't get it. Partition politics is a means to divide the very people that have been affected by the very people at the top that they put in positions. Oh, my party is this, my party is that. But then your party keeping you down as well as the rest of Dominica is not just it's supposed to be Dominica versus these people. It shouldn't be that way. But when you want to play partition politics, hey, you for me, so you shouldn't talk. Like people like NDJM, JDM talking, boy, I feel sorry for you, boy, and then still come back and say they put the same thing that keeping people oppressed. I don't understand the margin there. Anyways.
We must stop that. We must have love for Dominica, and I'm here for freedom. That's a walk of freedom. Freedom for our country. You are here walking today. Can you just tell us your reason for showing your support today? Coming out.
I'm showing my support for my two kids up in Europe, my two children in Germany.
Okay.
I do not want them.
Getting emotional. That's okay. That's okay, sir. That's okay.
People don't understand the gravity of that. People don't understand the gravity of what is happening to them, eh? Because one of the things that I always tell people, I understood this kind of situation would have happened since 2005, 2003. I knew this situation was going to happen. I warn people, I've been telling people all from school, since I in high school, I telling people this kind of things. Since I high school. You think I foolish enough to just allow myself to be caught in that situation? No. It's all you that going to get affected, eh? Just keep that in mind. A number of persons always say, but you talking. I remember after elections, and people were telling me all kind of things about one side and this kind of things. I wasn't on one side. I was telling the truth about what is taking place. Facts. No one has proven me wrong. Not one person yet. Not in half. Not a half. Not a centi. No, nobody has proven me wrong yet. Since 2003, I write. So when people are standing back and think it's affecting you because you talking, continue.
I didn't want them to feel the way I feel right now.
Yes, bro, I feel your pain.
And I want everybody in Dominica to be happy.
Well, they can't be happy right now, nah? CBI gone, eh? So I think this is where they met up. Apparently there are tourists today. I guess all the tourists go send kits. So they're having a few talks and whatnot.
I've always been an advocate
Hector.
of open, transparent, accountable government.
That's how it should be.
That's why I got into politics.
That's how it should be. The amount of money that is being raised, they should be accountable for every cent. And let the people know what is going on. But it seems like right now, that is what they're doing. They're trying to wash the money, it seems. There's a lot of money out there. They're trying to wash the money. Probably that's why they bought Domlek. Not bought Dominic, they bought the shares in Domlek. But they're trying to figure out how to use the money and put the money in places. It could be. Do you think that, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment box. Do you think that the government right now is trying its best to see how much the money is, to bring the monies into Dominica? They're trying to wash the money some way, somehow? Let me know your thoughts, guys.
And that's why the people of Saul's Bridge 100% behind me, and that's why I am 100% with the leadership of the United World Party in ensuring that we move our country and put our country in right order.
Lennox Linton is the only person I see thus far. It have a few here and there, but the only person I see thus far that has been doing a wonderful job. I know a number of persons don't like him. I know a number of persons who say, and the basis for not liking him doesn't make any sense. Because they think that he's the one that's supposed to be running the country as the opposition leader. Boy. Boy, you don't freak me out, boy. But you don't freak me out, man.
And for too long we have been sitting there. I'm a person of action. And I would
Me
like
too.
to see Dominica move forward. Like all the COVID restrictions are down now, so we have got no excuses. Every Wednesday, be there, give support to that call. It's not a call for the United Workers Party. It's not a call for freedom or labor. It's a call to save our country. Our country right now is in the hands of
Dominicans don't know what happened to them, boy. Guys, sometimes I remember there's a part in the Bible when he was talking about Abraham, Lazarus, and the Lazarus and the rich man. And Lazarus and the rich man was asking God to send back Lazarus to warn his brothers to not enter in hell. And then Abraham said, even if somebody were to be raised from the dead, they still would not believe. That is what I get in there. Even if you know what is taking place, you're warning people and telling people, guys, be mindful. The present government is not doing what he said he would be doing since 2004. He's not doing that. You have seen that they have gotten rich. Right now, if you go on Google Maps and you zoom in on Mount Daniel, guys. Zoom in on Mount Daniel, you will see that they're digging a particular area in Mount Daniel next to the Prime Minister's rental accommodations. You will see that they're digging place there. Interesting, ain't it? Hold on. But I will just leave that there. Because apparently it's drone alone that can fly, please.
even though some people don't also say that, that's what it is. What we have seen recently with the passport saga in Syria, that alone should have Dominicans outraged enough to force the government out of office.
And I heard right now that the United States has considered Lauren Barnes a non grata. A non grata, they calling it now. Whatever, they consider something, she not just she but her family as well, because she took the fall for being the one who thinks. So that means if she didn't take the fall, they would have put that on Dominica. So what all the Prime Minister them does do? Okay then. And you know what Melissa them doing? They making colorful building for all you. They making colorful board building. Yes man. Ply like whoa. Colorful, yes. I design, yes. All you had nice box. And be front boy. Yes, Lord. Look Lennox.
Thank you, Dominica, coming out from different parts of the country. The missing element in creating the best Dominica for all Dominicans is the active participation of the citizens of Dominica in the democracy of Dominica. And the willingness of the people of Dominica to stand for what is right and just and good about Dominica. We the people have the power, and we the people transfer that power to individuals
To do things for the people.
Government, not to make our lives miserable.
Boy.
But now,
Well, you government do easy, no boy.
and they are using that power
Boy.
to disadvantage the people of Dominica in so many ways.
Boy.
Package of assistance
Boy.
during the COVID-19 pandemic, unlike other countries around us.
Boy.
No jobs for the young people. no ability for builders and tradespeople to participate in the build-out of the economic infrastructure, which is being paid for by our money from the sale of our passports. How is that justice? And if that is not justice, are the people who are committing the injustice to you supposed to change it? No, they're not. They're using the power that you have given them, that we have given them,
to abuse the people,
to beat us with it.
oh, you boy, blows you boy, you blows you boy. Anyways, guys, I'll post that link in the description below. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Definitely subscribe if you want to see more, and of course, like I said before, the link is in the description. Check that out. I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Boom bang.